YouTube? What's popping? This morning, man, we about to tackle this wire up on the G-body, man. So trying to get this wiring together so I can get this thing fired up. I'm tired of just looking at it, you know what I'm saying, sitting here. So, about to start tackling these wires, man. Let me turn y'all around, hold on. Well, as you can see, I snatched the intake back off the motor. About to start hitting all these wires, man. My main power, ignition, the pink power, pink wire that controls the that turns on the PCM. This originally hooked to the distributor. It'll give me 12 volts when the key is turned. It'll help power up the distributor. Got that. Got my my main powers, fusible links. I'm gonna splice these, extend the wires, run those down to the starter. Then a purple wire, this goes to the starter as well. I'm also splice this, extend it, and run this down to the starter. And once I get that going, I can hook up the ground, run my grounds. This is my main power to the battery post. I got so much junk in here, man. This to the old wire harness that I cut up out of here. Stuff that I don't need, but I still kept it because, you know, it's always those, you never know. So that's one of them moments. You never know if you may need it, so I kept it. This is my main battery post cable. This wire here goes to the alternator, so I'm gonna extend that as well, run that to the alternator, clean this up, get this speaker wire up over here. I mean, it's only temporary, man, just to get the car started. Once I get it, you know, turning over and started, you know, I'm gonna go back in, clean up whatever wires I need to clean up, you know, loom everything up, tuck everything, make it look nice and neat, and all pretty like, you know, and you know, go from there. Also got I gotta hook this up, the trans cooler. Gotta run that down to the tranny, see what I can finesse up out of that. But yeah, I got my ground wire here. I'm gonna run this one end to the block, the other one down to the frame, and then I'm gonna run another one from the frame to the battery, and then I'm gonna come off the battery with another one, like to like the fender wall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The more grounds, the merrier. And then, you know, of course, the grounds off the PCM to the back of the block, and then you know, and run another one to the firewall and stuff like that. I got my fuel hose. I gotta run fuel hose. You know, so I already ran fuel line all the way throughout this car. You know what I'm saying? Brand new. But this is where I messed up at. And for those out there, LS swapping, LT swapping, whatever it is you swapping, I don't care, Chevy, Mustang, Oldsmobile, Buick, whatever you swapping, OBS, whatever. Do not cheap out on your fuel lines, man. That's the mistake that I made. You know, when you shopping around, you seeing some prices, you know what I'm saying, 100, 200 bucks, whatever, and you looking like, man, 200 bucks just for a hose? Like, nah. You know, go on and spend that 200 bucks on the hose, man, because if you cheap out and buy some of that $60 stuff, this is what you're gonna end up with, man. Now, mind you, this is push lock fitting, AN fitting, push lock. This is the hose that came with the push locks. But this cheap Amazon shit, man, excuse my French, but dude, and this ain't even been on here that long, man. And this is every spot where the hose connect to, down to the fuel regulator, all the way to the tank. All of it split just like that. You know, ridiculous, man. So this hose right here cost me like $150 just for this hose. No AM fittings, no nothing. Well, I ended up getting a couple of these clamps too. But this cost me $150, man. Way better quality hose. Let me see, show you the brand, what it is. I don't even know if this even show a brand, but way better hose. It's wage, man, and it's solid. You know, it's nice, man. Way better quality than that old rubberized shit, man. You know, some stuff is cool to cheap out on. You know, you can get away with it, but when it comes to stuff like that, man, the fuel hoses and stuff like that, man, do not cheap out on it, guys. Do not cheap out, because the last thing you need is to be putting all that hard-earned money, blood, sweat, and tears into your project. You go to fire that thing up, and the hose bursts, spit gas all over your headers or something, catch fire, and then burn you down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Burn you down to the ground. The next thing I'm about to get, though, real talk, is a fire extinguisher. Always have a fire extinguisher, man, just riding around with you in the car, man. That's gonna be my next go-to that I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you never know. So that'll be one of those purchases. One of them you never know purchases. But yeah, man, I'm about to get cracking on these wires. I ran my harness down through the bottom. I don't know if you can see down there. Ran my harness down in the firewall down there. Got the little rubber grommet around it. Drilled a 2-inch hole, about a 2-inch hole. Drilled the 2-inch hole. So I'm gonna set my computer and stuff up in the glove box. I'm probably gonna have to modify the glove box a little bit to get all this stuff to work, but I ain't gonna really need it anyway, considering, you know, now I put a console in here, so I ain't really worried about glove box area. I utilize it for my fuse bank, relays, and my computer and stuff like that. And yeah, man, but I just want to tap y'all in with what I got going, man. I'm still working on the interior. I took a little break on it because I was undecided if I was going to keep the blue seats or get them rewrapped. I think as far as now, man, you know, considering this is a budget build, I'm not really trying to go too wild and crazy. You know, for those that know, I got these seats on the trade. The original seats that came in this car was the Broham pillow top seats. I ended up trading the guy that had a 442 Cutlass. For some reason, I don't know, he wanted to put pillow top seats in a 442 Cutlass, and he had just got these wrapped, and my seats was the original, you know, factory. You know, he didn't even care. He was like, I ain't tripping, man, I'll get them rewrapped. Just, you know, we do a straight trade. So we traded seats for seats, front and back, fully wrapped, brand new. I took this off because I was putting the new chrome around the bottom, because, you know, the old chrome is all faded and stuff like that. So I took this apart, the little backrest apart, putting the new chrome on. But yeah, man, freshly wrapped, front and back seats. And also he traded me the steering column. That's the steering column of part of his Cutlass, the 442 Cutlass. If you notice, it doesn't have the lever in the column, because, you know, 442s come floor shift. So he gave me his column, I gave him my column, and he gave me his front and back seats, and I gave him my front and back seats. You know, if you ask me, I tell you, I don't know why he wanted to put those seats in that, but hey, everybody has their own preference and what they like to build, and You know, when you're putting your car together, man, don't never let nobody tell you how to build your car. You build it how you want to build it. You know what I mean? That's that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get on this wiring and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all in a minute. All right. For the day, got a lot of other stuff going on at the shop, so I couldn't get as much done as I wanted to, but it's all good. But I at least got majority of the wiring done. So this is what I got going right here. Of course, you know, it's just temporary for now. I'm gonna room it all up, but coming out the bulkhead, going over like, you know, factory. Then over on this side, I got a lid down here. I got some little rings that I'm gonna bolt to the firewall. Just gonna hold the wire up like this, and then I'm gonna drop it down right here. You know, just imagine if the intake was on here, this would be running under the intake. This is where I extended the wires. Come around here. Drop down in between the water pump and the head, in between the vent valve, then run it back. Run it back. And then back to the starter. You know, in between the block and the frame and stuff like that. Trying to keep it far away from the headers as possible from any type of heat. I'm gonna loom it up. Probably get some of that heat wrap and stuff just to wrap around it, just to, you know, protect it best I could. And then this wire here is the accessory wire that powers the PCM. So I'm gonna tap that into the harness. I'm gonna tuck that into the harness there, and then that's running around to the pink wire that used to power the distributor. So that'll give me my 12 volt key on source to power up the PCM inside the car. And like I already showed you, I'm gonna put the PCM in the fuse box where the glove box used to go, and you know, make it all nice and neat. Get all this speaker wire and RCA wire up out of here. Once I, you know, do the music again, I'm gonna rerun all that stuff brand new. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at. Tomorrow, I'm gonna jack this thing up, take out all this old cracked up ass fuel hose, and get the new, better quality fuel hose in there. And I have to run the wire from the fuel tank up to the fuel pump relay, and then the other wire that's coming off of the fuel pump, that'll just wire up to my factory fuel gauge for now until I get the Dakota digital. And then from there, man, slap my intake and stuff back on, put a battery in here and see what it do. I already got brand new oil in here, brand new spark plugs. I gotta run the transmission lines up to the tranny cooler. So I'm gonna do that so that I can put the transmission fluid in here. And yeah, man, she almost there. You know, I'm just tired of seeing it sit and not really mess with it, you know, or, you know, messing with it, you know, here and there. I'm like, I'm ready to just go on and get it done, man, so I can hear this thing fire up, see what that cam sound like. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know where I'm at, man. I'm just out here cleaning up my little mess. And yeah, so I'll tap back in with y'all tomorrow, man, and we'll go from there. Yes, sir. It's your boy 86 O's, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you like what you see, man, support. I appreciate it. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow. All right.